What's up, guys? It's Alex here, and welcome to my 2019 NBA playoff predictions. Last night was the end of the regular season, and it was pretty cool seeing D. Wade get a triple-double in his last game, and then I think Dirk Nowitzki got a 20, not a 20, maybe like a 20-point double-double, something like that. It was good to see them and stuff like that, but they are now out of the league. They will not be in the playoffs. The Heat did not make the playoffs in the East, and the Mavericks did not make the playoffs in the West. The final playoff spot came down to the wire between the Pistons and the Hornets for the 8th seed in the East, but then the Pistons were able to clinch the dub right there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give my predictions like series by series. I'll say if it's like 4-2, 4-0, a clean sweep, 4-3, 4-1, whatever you want to call it. What I do is if you're new, I go on brackify.com and create a bracket. I did these for all like the NCAA tournament bracketologies and the NCAA tournament itself. The link to vote for this will be in the description, so make sure you go check that out. I go and create an interactive bracket for you guys to go and vote, see what the world's thinking, or at least my viewers and stuff like that. And without further ado, let's go and get into this first matchup between the Warriors and the Clippers. So I think this one's going to be a clean sweep by the Warriors. I think they win this one 4-0. Won't be too much of a challenge there. Then the Rockets and Jazz, I think this one will be interesting. If the Jazz can limit Harden here, I think that they stand a chance. But, I mean, Harden's been averaging like 36 or 37 points a game during the regular season, which is pretty crazy to think. He was the first player in NBA history to average like 36 and like 5 assists or rebounds per game, something like that. I don't know the exact stat line right there. But I think that Houston will get the victory here. I'm predicting 4-2. Then I'm going to go with an upset pick right here, or at least somewhat of an upset pick. I like the Thunder with the 6-3. I think the Thunder win this series in 7 games over the Blazers. I think the Thunder is a more battle-tested team in the playoffs. I mean, the Blazers got swept last year, and I mean the difference between like the 3 and the 7 or the 3 and the 6 seeds for seeding-wise is only like 2 or 3 games. So I mean, the Thunder could have been the 3 seed in this matchup, but instead it's the Blazers. I think the Thunder get the job done here in 7 games. Then I think the Nuggets will beat the Spurs 4-1. I think Greg Popovich gets a game at home, but I think that's it. I think the Nuggets get the victory there. Then I'm going to go with another clean sweep for a 1 seed right here. I think the Bucks beat the Pistons. The Pistons did not impress me at all during the regular season, even though they did make it into the 8 seed, but they made it into the 8 seed in the weak conference. Then the Celtics and Pacers. Pacers fans have got to be happy that they're even in this position. I mean, they lost Oladipo like back in November, and the playoffs were kind of a far cry away for them at that point. But their team has rallied into an actually really good team to face the Celtics, who have been a disappointment this season. Even as a 4 seed, they're projected to be like the 1 or 2 seed in the East and challenge the Warriors even. But they're a 4 seed, as you can see right there, and have had a lot of turmoil. And I might be going to one of the games in the series. I don't know if it'll be in Indiana, or I might travel to Boston for the Wednesday game. It's like April 17th, something like that. Haven't decided what I'm going to do there, but I'll keep you guys posted either way. I'll probably vlog it either way. But I think that the Celtics get the victory here in 6 games. I think they're a more complete team, and I think they'll turn it around in time for the playoffs. Then we got the 76ers over the Nets here. I think this will be 4-1. I think the Nets are on the cusp of contention right here. D'Angelo Russell has been a huge surprise for them. I mean, their whole entire team has been a huge surprise. Congratulations to them for making the playoffs and having a pretty solid season. But I think if they fall here to the 76ers, and then the Raptors, I think, will sweep the Magic. And then this is a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals. This time around, they'll be meeting in the conference semifinals. I think the Warriors get the victory here 4-1 over the Rockets. I think the Rockets and James Harden get a victory at home, but I don't think they'll be able to test the Warriors this year. Then I'm going to go with another upset pick right here. I'm going to move the Thunder on past the Nuggets in 6 games. I think the Nuggets are a really solid team, but I mean they don't have a ton of experience in the playoffs. Most of their team is young. They'll definitely be back here for the next couple seasons and stuff like that. But I think the Thunder, if they're going to try to make a push to like the Western Conference Finals or even the NBA Finals itself, it has to be this season. I mean, their core's kind of getting old a little bit with Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams and Paul George and stuff like that. I like OKC winning the series right there. Then the Bucks and Celtics, as much as I want to pick my Celtics moving on right here, I'm going to have the Bucks winning in 7 games. I think the Celtics give them a run for their money, especially if we can get Marcus Smart back in time for the series. I think he's supposed to miss like 3 to 5 weeks with a torn oblique, which is not good for Celtics fans. But I think that the Celtics can hold their own, but they will lose to the Bucks in 7 games. Then I'm going to go with the Raptors winning the series here against the 76ers in 6 games. I think Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry and the whole squad with Pascal Siakam and stuff like that, I think that they get the series victory here over the 76ers, who are just way too front-loaded with like the starters versus the bench whenever they have to come out. I think the Raptors get the dub there, which sets up the Western Conference Finals of the Warriors and Thunder. I honestly think that this one will probably be a clean sweep of the Warriors, Kevin Durant versus the Thunder. I think that the Thunder fans are going to give them a very hard time if the series comes to fruition when it goes to OKC, but I like the Warriors here in a sweep. Then the Bucks and Raptors, Giannis versus Kawhi. I think that the Raptors have more depth and stuff like that. I think they're a more complete team, but I don't want to discount Giannis and Chris Middleton and the whole Bucks squad either. I think this one goes to 7 games, but I think Raptors win Game 7 on the road and move on to the NBA Finals, which sets up the Warriors and Raptors. I think the Warriors win this in 5 games. As much as it hates me to go with like the chalk or whatever with the Warriors winning, they're by far the best team in the NBA at this point. I mean, it's not really even a competition. We'll see what happens in free agency with Draymond and Klay. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that, even with KD. I think KD will end up staying, but we'll see what happens. I think that the Warriors win this one in 5. Kawhi, I don't know if he'll stay with the Raptors or not. He hasn't even given any indication of what he's going to do, so that'll be interesting to see as well. So we have the Warriors winning in 5. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave comments about your own predictions and reactions to mine in the comment section below. Make sure you click that link. That'll be in the description to make your voices heard. Make sure you like and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you all later.